up, Drennan? How you doing today? Let's- For some reason, this is taking a long time to save. Trying to update the excuse me, thumbnail. Them, them. I mean, like the movie Them with the giant ants. That's a classic. Come here. Sorry about that. What am I doing? Just chilling. Decided to do the stream a little early tonight. I'm chilling as well. Nice. Is my internet this bad? Apologies if the stream lags. It's usually this time of day. Usually it's all funky, the signal. sound is good on my video I'm playing. Just really pixelated. Am I blurry right now? Yeah, unfortunately, we got cheap internet and it's already signaled error, so not a very good mix. But I'm still here. So what brings you out to this obscure corner of the internet? You too. Thanks for stopping by. More iced tea. I'm gonna check and see how large it really is. Scrolling. Yeah, I feel it. Scrolling and trolling. Oh, I could be yawning already. Oh, there we go. Unblurred itself. Speaking of bad internet, my internet was so bad last night. I had to restart my Let's Play Texas Chainsaw stream like 3 different times because it kept cutting the live, but it still said I was live, which didn't make any sense. But and I tried because I have a regular viewer that says, "Why don't you talk on your stream?" I'm like, "Yeah, that's a good idea." And I tried doing it last night, and like for some reason it wouldn't connect my voice. Like I had all the mic on, I had the mic on, I had everything up and going. I did everything I was supposed to, and it still like wouldn't like broadcast like the voice. I didn't understand that. It was bizarre. At least I can say I didn't try. It's not like I'm not gonna try again. Oh, now it's blurry. My signal must be really bad then. My apologies. It usually sorts itself out after a while. Oh, um, and I had to delete last night's stream because guess what? I got another copyright strike. I mean, I don't know. I showed some videos. It's like we watched an episode of Angry Video Nerd. Like his channel copyrighted. I'm really struggling to think what I showed last night that was copyrighted. Oh, we did watch the EDP Zoom bomb trolling videos. I'm pretty sure that's not copyrighted. And the thing is, like YouTube will send you like a email or whatever, and it shows on video like copyright, and they send you an email like you have a copyright on one of your videos, but they won't tell you exactly what it is. So it's almost like they kind of set you up for failure like that. And that's also why I think a lot of YouTube's policies and stuff are run by bots now. What's this? What's this? This is Hangout Corner, I guess you could say. It's also an Ask Me Anything, so feel free as long as it's not inappropriate to an extent. Try to bring chill vibes. I appreciate it. I should do so my walls aren't so blank. I have my posters and shit. I just haven't had a chance to put them up. But thank you. Yeah, I have no idea why last night's video got a copyright strike. I genuinely won't even tell you. This almost sounds like Diddy Congregation. But it's not. It's Morning Jazz for Mario Sunshine. Keep it going, man. What, the streak? We just barely started. I don't know what it is, guys. I've been feeling kind of melancholy lately. Just a lot that's been in my mind. And to top it off, I'm having the weirdest, most realistic, surreal dreams I've ever had in my entire life. Like last night, for instance. Because, when you dream, it's obviously part of like your reality moment while you're experiencing it. 1 second. Check. See how signal is. and it's pixelated. Again, my apologies. Love from India, sir? We don't have it. Oh, okay. Thank you for that vital information. Anyways, that kind of threw me off. So when you have a dream and like you're experiencing your dream, like kind of like exist in that reality. So like so for instance, like in a way you know you're dreaming, you don't. Like you exist in that reality that you're experiencing, I guess you could say. Well, last night, I had a dream that I could have sworn was real. Like it felt as real as like you and I right now. And it was really depressing. It was really depressing to wake up because it was like I had an alternate life, and I don't know why I dreamt this chick. So, backstory: there's there was this girl in middle school and high school that I used to have the biggest crush on. Her name was Tara. Very pretty, very like sweet. Obviously, not the came of it, but I don't know why. But last night I dreamt that like I was married to her and like lived in her own apartment, and I had this like whole other life, and it felt real. Like it felt like you and I, like I said, talking right now. But it was a dream, and it was nice, and it was like intimate, and it was almost like you know that meme where it's like, oh, time traveler sits on a butterfly, and then this happens. Well, kind of like that, like a weird reality. It was nice. It was a really nice experience, and I felt like I was living just another life that I enjoyed. And then I woke up, and I felt really like when I woke. You know, when you wake up from a dream, you're just like, well, that was weird. It was crazy. I woke up from this dream depressed. Like, oh wow, like, because like when I was dreaming, I got used to this older life, and it was nice. But I woke up in this reality, and it depressed the hell out of me. It was very strange to say the least. I really wish my signal was better. Yeah, that's my dream story, I guess. Yeah. Wonderful, wonderful alternate reality in a dream. I woke up. And like I never woke up from a dream depressed. But like I was like, genuinely depressed. It was weird. It was almost like I wanted to go back. But it was a nice dream, but that's the thing, is it was a dream. So having to be so realistic and waking up like the next day and just I don't so I actually read a while back about this girl who was like in a medically induced coma, and she was in this medically induced coma. She's dreaming that she had this whole other life, like kids and like a house and a husband, and like she was genuinely happy while she was like dreaming this while in her medically induced coma. And she was in it for like 4 weeks, so about a month, 3 4 weeks. And she woke up and she actually had to get professional counseling to deal with the grief of losing her other life while she was in a coma. It was creepy, strangest thing ever. But now that I experienced my dream last night, I could kind of like understand that. I mean, I'm not trying to be dramatic, like, oh, I need counseling because I miss my dream, but like, I get it. I totally get it. Poor girl, man. I can only imagine 4 weeks of that. Oh, I just cracked my neck. Are you like commenting that from like the middle of a war or something? Like that's weird. Well, if you're in the middle of a war, foreign country, I don't know why you're watching this slob on YouTube. All people. Well, not a lot, but you get the message. Some straight vibing music. I'll work on my posture. Oh, okay. Like a public road, a dirt road. Like, what are we talking here? Still can't get over. Now that I remember, I still can't get over that dream, bro. Like some Twilight Zone kind of shit. What if? I just thought whatever was on my forehead was part of the screen. Let's test fade and see the signal now. Blurry. No. Just gonna leave this alone so I don't use up any more of the crummy Wi-Fi that I have. And pray for a miracle, I guess. What's up, Wolf? I legit. The circles are so small, I can't even tell who's talking to me. Like, I don't. I'm like looking at it, but it's blurry to me still. And I'm wearing big glasses. Isn't it odd that while I'm playing music, the video is blurry, the audio sounds fine? I'm just assuming it's really pixelated right now. I apologize. Oh, I apologize. From the US of A. Sorry. Cole Isaac. Remember me? Maybe. I get so many people pass through here. It's kind of hard to remember everyone, guys. I apologize. What's up with it, though? Welcome to my pixelated, I'm assuming, stream because my signal sucks. This is an Ask Me Anything stream, too, so if you see something, say something. I can't stop yawning. Got crappy sleep because of that dream. I apologize if the signal's really bad. Just sorts itself out after a while, I guess. Kind of glad I didn't end up washing my car yesterday. Was it yesterday or the day before? Because it's been overcasty and kind of sprinkly today. That always happens. I wash my car, then it rains. apologies. Okay, now it's not blurry, so let me double check again. Well, not so bad. Stop yawning. I got a beanie on my head, but don't call me a beanhead. How'd you know? What's up, Lake? Andy Milonakis show was so funny when I was a kid. I've gotten that one too. Also, fat Elon Musk. Who else? I can't think of all of them right now. Everything was fake. Like what? Like this reality? I'm not even that tired. I don't know why I keep yawning. Oh, the show. Yeah, I could see why. Pimp My Ride. I had the video game Pimp My Ride back in the era where they made a video game out of everything. But I remember a time growing up that like a movie would come out and you would expect a video game to come out of it not too long after. Like it always went hand in hand. Like the King Kong game, that was fantastic. SpongeBob movie game. All kinds of games. They even had a Da Vinci Code video game when the movie came out. MTV Cribs. Yeah. Every cable show is fake. I'm sure it was. Reality TV isn't really reality. Or if it's not scripted, they set up scripted scenarios like, okay, you're going to do this and you're going to react like this, but they don't give you a script. The only one that I don't think was really fake was like the Flip My House or whatever, or the Fix My House. Because there's like a viral video out there, I'm sure you could find it, of this one couple that got their like living room redone, and like they genuinely were not happy with it. Like the wife actually like cried because they're like, "Oh, this living room, it's not us. Like we don't feel it." Basically, and basically wasted their time because they try to do like a weird like I don't know. It felt speaking of fake, like that living room felt fake. Throw melee. What's up? How's my signal now? Still pixelated? Resisting the urge to have some goldfish. How about some tea instead? Every time I get the urge, I'll just drink a sip of tea. Watching TV requires you to be in a trance. I mean, pretty much. The weather today, I was just saying, is actually kind of overcasty and sprinkled a little bit. Which is weird because it's been like really hot too. So the last couple of days. But I like the overcast. I got the window open, got the fan going. I like the cold. Call me Mr. Freeze. Maybe it's like a weird, like, psychological Uno reverse card because I grew up with women and, you know, the stereotype women are always cold. Like, my mom and sister, like, were heat monsters. Like, they love the heat. I can't stand it. Puts me in a bad mood. Nice, sounds peaceful. Yeah. That's why one day, if I get enough money, I want to move to like Washington, where the weather's always like that. Most people think it sounds like depressing, but I love it. I thrive in that kind of weather. Hmm. It's funny how I'm pixelated, but the black box isn't. You too. How's everyone else's Saturday? I'm just chilling. Enjoying a good weekend off. Weird because it's Saturday, but it feels like Sunday for some reason. Oh, I gotta rest my back. It's Sunday here. Yeah, if you live on the other side of the globe. I live in the old US of A, so it's Saturday. Another Saturday night, and I ain't got nobody. I had a depressing dream last night. Something to talk to. I'm in a lonesome daze. Nope. I said every time I got the urge, I would take a sip of tea. Oh, yeah, I'm not drinking tea right. Like that. Hmm. Thinking about streaming something other than Texas Chainsaw tonight. How you guys feel like a horror video game? Like Nun Massacre or um, God, what's the other one called? Can't even think of it. I consider myself extremely lucky not to live in America. I mean, I don't like you have to be proud of where you're from. Doesn't mean you have to like love your government or your leader. Like I'm glad I was born here, but at the same time, like it's great to be a part of history watching the number one superpower of the world slowly fall like Rome. Very interesting book I read called The Controlled Demolition of the United States. It does like a lot of mirrorings between like the fall of the Roman Empire and like the current status of the United States. It's a really interesting book. I recommend it. The Controlled Demolition of the United States. Check it out. I don't remember who the author is. Some dude. Were you on the stream last night, Wayne? Oh, your name seems familiar. Let's glare my glasses. No, mate. No what? I'm sorry, my brain's working on slow today. I'm really trying to remember what I showed last night that could have gotten me a copyright strike. So we watched the EDP Zoom bombing, Angry Video Game Nerd. Did I watch a short that had like copyright music in it? Because I know you don't get copyright strikes for shorts. Or you know what? I did one time. I posted a concert of Goblin, who produces music for like Italian horror films, like Argento films and all that. And I posted a short of the segment of the theme song for Tenebrae, and not only did I get copyright striked after all, but like I got some weird warning saying like, oh, your video won't be shown in certain regions. Like it's like a region locked. It's like a DVD or a Blu-ray. I'm like, that's strange. Like what? Is it not going to show it in Italy or something? And then eventually it got removed and copyrighted. So that's another reason I feel like YouTube runs its thing to scan for copyright through like a bots or something. Because like I said, they'll copyright strike you, but they won't tell you exactly what for. Or at least in my case, it doesn't. So it's like they're setting you up for failure. That's YouTube. I miss the old YouTube, man. Like the YouTube from like 20 years ago. When like you'd go on there and find like, I don't know, like random clips of like keyboard cat and like just silly, stupid, like viral videos at the time. Then you'd find channels like Angry Video Game Nerd and those kind of early days YouTubers. I remember when Smosh was very small, but I never really watched Smosh. The only Smosh video I actually kind of like is the because whoever plays him is a really good actor. It's like if their roommate was Tom Cruise, really funny. And mostly it's carried because the guy who plays as Tom Cruise is like spot on. Wow. No, mate. So you're either from Australia or the UK. Your flippant use of the word mate. It's kind of what sells it out. I could be wrong, though. I mean, I've never tried it, so... Oz, bro. You live in Oz? What's it like out there? Are you guys like at peace now that the mayor of Oz is gone? And that the Wicked Witch of the West is dead? Even though the real villain is Belinda. Is it Belinda? Glinda? Belinda? I should know. It's like one of my favorite movies of all time, but... Speaking of which, I watched Return to Oz way too young. That shit was disturbing. It literally opens with Dorothy going to a mental hospital getting like electroshock therapy. It's like, what? Yeah, this is exactly what MGM pictured that children's story turning up like after the events of the first book. But I think Wizard of Oz is like, people only know it because, well, obviously because the popular classic film, but like people don't realize that it's been remade like so many times. Like even like going back as far as like the silent era of films, like they have like renditions of The Wizard of Oz and like Alice in Wonderland. So I've thought about, because I shop on eBay sometimes, and I thought about buying, like, I saw it was like the silent film collections of The Wizard of Oz. It was really cheap. I thought about buying it just to check it out, but oh, the movie. I was like, what the fuck? Yeah. You were like, what's this dude talking about? Flying monkeys and witches and wizards and all that. Not on drugs. I mean, you're the one that said you're from Oz. What part? Munchkin Land, Emerald City, the Haunted Woods, the regular woods. It's kind of funny how like that early internet era also spawned the hanging Munchkin like rumor. Like when they meet the, it was right after they meet the cowardly lion, and they like go down the road. They're seeing, you see like that thing swinging in the background, but it was like a low rendition of the film that made it look like a Munchkin was unaliving itself in the background, but they enhanced it, and this was before AI. They enhanced it and like cleaned up the film some, and like you do actually see it's like a big crane like moving its like head down and like doing something to where it looks like that. It's a really strange optical illusion, but it's what spawned the whole theory of the hanging munchkin. We shortened everything. Oz is all. Oh, okay. I don't know why I literally like thought you were just joking with me. Um, I don't really know much about Australia except Steve Irwin. May he rest in eternal peace. And it's crazy because like I'm from America, but like I specifically as a kid remember going to see the Steve Irwin movie in theaters. I don't remember a lot of it. I probably haven't watched it since I watched it in theaters, but I remember liking it. And I remember the billboard for it too. It was like driving like a Jeep or something. His wife was all like, but he would be proud of his kids. I don't know if the daughter still does animal exploration and all that, but I know his son is basically fulfilling the prophecy. And he's the new animal expert. I remember his daughter had that show Bindi, the animal girl or something like that. I still watch that sometimes. But more for Steve. And it's crazy to think that like it's lost media because they actually recorded that fatal dive with the stingray getting him. It's like one of those things where it's like I wonder what it's like, but it's like I really don't want to watch that. Like I'm perfectly okay with keeping that private and not having it shown. Like the fall of Owen Hart was caught on camera, and it's said to be in the WWE vaults in like a tape. And it says do not watch and like do not destroy or something like that. So it's out there as far as the Owen Hart tape goes, but that's another one where it's like I wonder, but at the same time I don't. Like I don't. It's already bad enough that I've heard a rendition of the audio of him like, like I couldn't even imagine like the actual footage of that or even being there. Poor guy. But yeah, that's interesting. I did not know Australia's shortened was Oz. Oh, hey, mate, you like to put a little shrimp on the barbie, do you? Barbie barbecue. Although Barbie is also a nickname for Barbara. I don't know. I don't know, chat. Do parents, new parents, like name their kids Barbara anymore? I only knew of one Barbara my age at the time in high school. She was cool as fuck. I hope she's doing okay. But yeah, that's the only one I know. And she hated her name. She's like, I hate being named Barbara. Happy as fuck, boy. Nerd, how did you know? You've been watching my channels where I call myself a nerd? How dare you? Oh, I hate being a nerd. Nah, I was born this way. What the F is a shrimp? No one says that. I don't know, man. Maybe it's an American thing, but like, oh, let's put some shrimp on the barbie. You know, barbecued shrimp. Y'all don't like barbecued shrimp? You don't know what a shrimp is? I love shrimp. Even though they call them the cockroaches of the sea, I'll still eat it. Cheers. Oh, excuse me. Sorry if I offended the homeland. Let's see what else is Australian that I enjoy. Oh, I think the Tasmanian Tiger games are pretty good. I also enjoy Outback Steakhouse. It's Outback that's Australian, right? There's one franchise steakhouse that's Australian. No, bro, not offended. I know, I was just joking. You could say, "Hey, I'm not offended because you're an American." Ha ha ha! Got me. I think it's cool. I get people from other countries on here. I had a stream one time where um, some guy from India was commenting, and like they were like roasting him in the comments. I was like, all right, like no more civil war in the comments, but I don't know how I got on the subject, but I said something about like the Ganges River being absolutely vile, and like they actually got offended by that. I'm like, okay, like I get it, like I don't get it, but I get the idea that it's like sacred to them because of like the for religious purposes, but it's disgusting. Like I don't know how they have the immune systems they do, like going in there or not being medically affected afterwards. Like it's basically an open sewer but throwing dead bodies in there as well. It probably smells absolutely amazing. But yeah, he got offended because I said the Ganges River was vile. He didn't like that too much. It is a floating dump. They pollute. They throw bodies in there. There's sewage systems linked to it. It's but you go there and you see people drinking it. Drinking it. Yeah, it is a floating dump. Then you have the stupid Gen Z TikTokers like, oh, I'm going to go swimming in the Ganges River. And then they do, and then they have to go to the hospital after. Like, okay. See, I may be like a late millennial, but at least when I was a teenager, we didn't record every stupid thing that we did. There were some, yeah, but like the social media thing didn't really blow up till like, I don't know, I guess I was in late high school, like, or like leaving high school. But like you go there, you know what the river is like, and you swim in it for viewership. I really don't get it. And then they were having him drink it. Yeah. Woo. Like, okay, bro. Whatever floats your corpse in the river, I guess. Was Victoria Hitchcock. My name is Alfred Hitchcock. And today we're going to explore the bizarre. I love Alfred Hitchcock. Good. I know your last name's Hancock. I just felt like saying that. Is it bad? I never really like particularly cared for the Hancock movie with Will Smith, even back in the day. Like I get the whole appeal, like anti-superhero or whatever, but like I don't know, maybe because it came out around the same time as 7 Pounds, and that movie was trash. I don't know. I never really cared for it. Although you do get the young Michael Myers making an appearance. The Rob Zombie Halloween remake. Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Wasn't that where that attention-seeking hoe fucking Gypsy Rose Blanchard is from? Isn't she from Baton Rouge? Yeah, I said it. I think she's well aware of what she's done. Was it wrong to kill her mom? Absolutely. The things her mom did to her were terrible. But the fact that the special needs guy she took advantage of is still in prison while she's free, making cringe ass social media, like, that just baffles me. It's like she had just as big of a hand in it as he did. She may have not pulled the trigger, but she orchestrated the attack. It's like if I want to like unalive someone, but I'm too much of a coward to do it, and I tell someone to do it, when to do it, and how to do it, I'm just as guilty, even though I didn't pull the trigger. You know what I mean? I don't know. I mean, if she's free, which I think she shouldn't be, like, then why isn't the guy that did that, like, not free as well? What's up, D-Roller? D-Roller, I got a question for you. Okay, so last night I tried to hook up my my live, like after I got off in here, I was trying to connect it through my video game. But for some reason, I had all the settings open and done, and I had the mic on, this, and that, and it still wouldn't like broadcast my voice when I was doing the live. Like, I have no idea why, because there's another guy that comes in here a lot that says, "Oh, you should like do commentary when you play the Texas Chainsaw." I'm like, yeah, I should. I just don't, but I'll do it. And I tried doing it, didn't work. So I mean, if you have any recommendations, let me know. Like, I have no idea why it wouldn't work, even though I set it up so it could work. Hey, sister. Brian. Hey, soul sister. That's such a miserable song to hear on the radio. Hey, they need love too, man. I ain't hating. I can't. YouTube has me under a magnifying glass because of copyright. So if I were to show the milkers, I would most likely get in trouble from them. Single what? Oh, by the way, Victoria, how old are you? Because this is only an 18 and older stream. No kids are allowed. I make adult content and it's for adults, so I mean, go ahead, Brian. This isn't copyrighted music. Trust me, I make sure it's not. 40. Good. See, because I can't see profile pictures very well because it's like so small, so I just have to check. I don't have my mods here right now, but I'll take your word for it. Because usually you can tell like who's a kid or not by their profile picture and stuff, but I genuinely can't tell. Like, it's so small. Just a year short. Am I happy? I'm very happy. Can't you tell? Oh, your birthday's coming up soon. 1985. There was U2 and Blondie. Music still on MTV. Do you know the good news? What's the good news? Do I like sausage or clams? I mean, I do enjoy a good Brewster hot dog every now and then, and I like seafood. I like clams, so I like both. Although I don't know, I guess oyster is more appropriate. Like I kind of like them better fried, and I do enjoy like raw seafood like sushi. But I don't remember the last time I had oysters, but they weren't bad. A little salty, but not bad. You're bi, yes, because I enjoy the sausage and the clams. Y'all are gonna break my brain, I swear. Grow a beard to hide your chins. I did, but like I feel like when I have my beard, it like exaggerates my freaking fat face. Plus, I don't look good with facial hair. I just don't. But I mean, the dog sounded like an alien. Do I believe in heaven? I mean, I want to. I don't get into politics or religion on my channel. I try not to. All I have to say is my take on religion is basically the poster in a Mulder and Scully's office on the X-Files. I want to believe. Seafood. And I think those are cows and pigs. Frogs and alligator? Okay, wait. You are from Baton Rouge, Louisiana. So do you guys actually eat gator out there? Like, I'm genuinely curious. I don't think I want alligator, though. It's already bad enough I eat meat. I know people are like, oh, bleeding heart. But, like, the meat that is made today is generally, like, poison for you. A lot of food is.
That's why we need Robert F. Kennedy to crack down on the big pharma, and he needs to crack down on all the food additives that are in American food.
Remind me never to imitate him again. Yes. Okay, so if you're saying yes to the alligator thing, what does it genuinely taste like? If you had to compare it to any other meat, like common meat, what would you compare it to? Oh, okay. Oh, I'm a believer. Once I found out the true gospel, it changed my life. People keep on feeding others a whole mess of lies. That could legitimately be a song. We eat gator in Florida? I bet you do. You guys got a big gator problem over there. It would be so easy to rob. Do it. I mean, there ain't much you could take, but all right. I ain't got a whole lot of money. All my money goes to bills. The government already robs me every month, okay? You don't have to do it for them. That Roomba stink? No, it actually doesn't. I have one of those sprayer things, and I got some Febreze. Like, I'm really, like, hypersensitive when it comes to smells. I don't like bad smells at all. You know I'm autistic, and my mom got all my shots, and I'm proud of it. At least I didn't get polio. Tastes like chicken. Okay. All right. Kind of like when people who've eaten human meats, like, oh, it kind of tastes like pork. Ugh. I mean, you could come over and you could try to do a smell test. Good evening, ma'am. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, my room don't stink. I hate bad smells, so very hypersensitive to it. So I try not to make my atmosphere smell as much as possible. All right, Brian. I'm sorry. I played along for as long as I could, but you can't use words like that in the chat. Sorry. Like, I don't have a whole lot of rules on this channel, like, obviously, but don't use, like, extreme words like that. Don't say the N-word and be over 18. Not very hard rules to follow. Sorry, Brian. Did you know that people say that you have to be good to go to heaven? But that's not even what the Bible says. I don't know, bro. Again, I try not to talk about politics and religion. We could talk about conspiracies and aliens and all that fun, cool shit, but the world's already a messed up place as it is. Why keep digging further into the insanity? I'm going to hell. Oh, I'm sorry about that. If there is like a hell, like, I don't see why you would punish people who simply just are good people, but they don't like follow like tit for tat scripture and all that. Like, imagine if Mr. Rogers wasn't Christian. I'm just assuming he was Christian. I don't know, but like, dude was a genuinely good person. You really think that he would be in hell? Like, he's probably the last person I think would be there. But if like he was atheist, like why like I couldn't see him being down there? That's so stupid. We live in hell. It feels like it. Speaking of like conspiracies and shit, I've actually read some interesting ones where they think like if you're talking about like Christian beliefs or whatever, like some people have the theory that Earth is like purgatory, and that's why we're being tested. Like we're that middle ground. Music ended. Uno momento, por favor. Anyways, that Earth is actually like there's a few interesting theories. Earth is actually purgatory. Earth is actually hell. Earth is actually like a soul farm, like a prison planet, so to speak. Like we basically exist to like feed our energy into negative entities and all kinds of crazy stuff like that. So that wouldn't be too far-fetched of a theory, D-Rolla. Do you think we are in hell? Feels like it. Can't say for certain. But yeah, I could believe that. If I were a believer. I'm a believer. Oh, my neck is sore today, bro. should I play Texas Chainsaw? I never played before. Yeah, I recommend it. I mean, not just because it's one of my favorite IP titles of the horror genre, but it's genuinely fun, even minus the bugs and the trolls and all that. Plus, I need more people to play family with me. So, I mean, from what you saw, does it look like fun to you? Because if it does, download it, buy it, and hit me up. Because I could put you through some training before we start. Okay, we're just going to leave it right there. I will not divulge any further into religion. But whatever you say, broskies. Yeah, kind of like a Dead by Daylight, or if you played, the Friday the 13th game. Yeah, something like that, I would say. By the way, rest in peace to the Friday the 13th game. This shit was fun. Although they are releasing the Halloween game, that looks pretty dope. I just hate that Gun Media is in charge of it. They already fumbled 2 titles. Just hope they don't kill, pun intended, they don't kill the Halloween game. Oh yeah, Halloween. I wonder what it would be like to have like a Nightmare on Elm Street game. Like, would you jump between like the dream world and the real world? Like, although Freddy has broken his own rules a few times and has manifested in the real world, so I don't know. Or would the whole game just be a dream? I stretch my legs. Ugh. Yeah, if you're into that, I would recommend it. And then you could be featured on my stream that only 2 people watch at all times. Ow. Yep, you'll be famous to about 12 people. Hey, Mom, look, I'm on TV. I've been on TV a few times. Thanks, WWE. And I've been in like 2 like really low budget films. It was an interesting experience to say the least. And I die in both of them. I ate a spicy sausage. I had one for New Year's. I'm not a fan of it. I don't like food where I have to like grab my drink like every 2 seconds because I'm like eating something where it's burning my mouth alive. I like zesty things. I just don't like spicy things. Which is funny because my nephew, he's exactly like me. He's like a little mini me. He's kind of picky about his food too. Well, I'm not picky anymore. I was really picky as a kid though. I'll eat anything, but it's funny because he doesn't think a Slim Jim is spicy. In his words, spicy, but a Hot Pocket is spicy. Like, apparently that's too much for him, but he'll eat Slim Jims. Like, if you give him a Slim Jim, gone. Do the 1-chip challenge. Oh God. Only if I'm like within like 100-foot perimeter of a hospital. It wasn't the 1-chip challenge, but I heard years ago someone actually died doing like a spicy challenge because like their systems couldn't handle it or something. Does anyone know about that? Sorry, I had to do that. It's tradition at this point. I really wish I could play copyright music, but I can't. Ooh, Mega Man. Crash Bandicoot. Street Fighter 2. Kingdom Hearts 2. What else we got here? More Mega Man. More Banjo.
System online.
Countdown. 3, 2, 1.
That was cool. New Wave Boss. Zora. Giants. Clock Tower Majora's Theme. Let's start it from there. Why not? You ever play Fortnite or Call of Duty? Not Call of Duty anymore. I gave up a long time ago. But I do play Fortnite occasionally. And guess what? I play as Leatherface. I was one day away because I would have bought the King of the Hill pack where you play as like Hank Hill. But yeah, I missed that one. But yeah, I've had people come by and recommend that I stream Fortnite since everybody's doing it. So we'll see. And I do play Roblox because I like some of the horror games they have, but like every single time I play Roblox, I get a copyright strike. I don't think there's like copyright music in it. So like I don't know like what's exactly being copyrighted. I'm sure it's like whatever I'm playing, but like Shrek in the back rooms is copyright? I mean, I'm a Fortnite kind of guy. That's cool. Yeah, I gave up Call of Duty a long time ago. Like we're talking like right after Black Ops 2. I think Black Ops 2 is like the last playable Call of Duty game. But somebody said it. They said the Call of Duty franchise is basically the Taylor Swift of video games. I'm like, that is the perfect example. Like mainstream, run of the mill kind of genre, I guess. And kind of like Taylor Swift, they really didn't start off bad. So let's break it down. Taylor Swift and Call of Duty. They both started off unique for their time. They had a great sound. They had great play. And then the more and more as time went on and the more mainstream they both kind of got, the more milquetoast their quality became. See, because Taylor Swift started making pop mainstream genre, and Call of Duty just kind of fell off because it had the same formula, and their plots kind of became nonsensical. So Taylor Swift and because genuinely, like, I love the older Call of Duty games. I'll admit it. I enjoyed Taylor Swift's like first 2 or 3 albums. After that, And I don't know, maybe I'm just a victim of circumstance. But the only reason I enjoy Taylor Swift's first couple albums is because I don't know, it genuinely sounded nice. She sounds better with acoustic. And like her older songs were catchy in a non-annoying way.
Can you feel this magic in the air? I can't believe the way he kissed me.
That's a bad example. But yeah, you catch my drift.
Today was a fairy tale.
I'll take that Taylor Swift any day over the new one. It almost just feels like her music is just one big psyop at this point. The gathering of white women who wear mom jeans that don't fit them very well with blonde and brunette hair. It's the Swiftie army. Why am I talking about this again? Oh yeah, because Call of Duty comparison. But yeah, that's kind of how I feel about Call of Booty. I'm a very big Resident Evil fan. That's the case where like the games started off fantastic and classic, then they kind of dipped a little bit with like 5 and 6, and then they reinvented themselves and they came back even better. Resident Evil is a very goated franchise in my opinion. And it's funny how Leon didn't even start as like the main protagonist in like the first game, but he kind of outsourced Chris Redfield as like the fan favorite. He's a lovely, witty guy. In terms of the classic games, he kind of comes out of his shell in the fourth game. And that's just why the fans started to fall in love with him. Where's everyone going? Bingo. Oh, and if anyone's watching interested, I did a full playthrough of the classic Resident Evil. If you want to check it out, it doesn't have my commentary on it. It's just a long Let's Play split up into 3 parts. The village, the castle, and the island. I've played and beat that game so many times, I've lost track. But yeah, if you want to check it out and just have it on the background, just watch my gameplay of it, it's up there.
I sent my right hand to dispose of you.
Your right hand comes off. I do, like, no disrespect to the actress, but I do love what they did with Ashley in the remake. Like, talk about a huge improvement. Never played it either. Resident Evil? You should, man. And I know people are always like, oh, if you start playing Resident Evil, start with the classics. Yeah, but in terms of like what I think is really going to get someone hooked to the franchise is play either 7, 8, or the original part 4. Actually, scratch that. Play the original part 4 first. I guarantee you'll be hooked. It's a wonderfully classic game. Probably one of my favorite video games of all time, other than Grand Theft Auto San Andreas, which is funny because they both kind of came around at the same time. But man, talk about 2 games that had such a big impact on me when I was a kid. For all the right reasons. What's the dog barking? But yeah, D-Rolla, if you are going to be introduced to Resident Evil, play the original part 4. Can't recommend it enough. And if you're not used to like the tanky controls at first, you get used to it very quickly because the way the gameplay sorts itself out. Yeah, it's great. It's funny. It's spooky. It's atmospheric. It's got a little bit of action in there as well. Can't recommend it enough. Yeah, and that's not just to you, D-Rolla. That's to anyone watching. Um, yeah, if you're going to be introduced to the Resident Evil franchise, start with Part 4. First one I ever played, I think, was either 2 or 1. 2 for the Nintendo 64, 1 for the PlayStation. And it scared the bejesus out of me. Some of those like low poly horror graphics are still scary. That's why I like game franchises like Puppet Combo, or I think they're called Puppet Combo. They make like PlayStation 1 style graphic survival horror games, and for some reason they just feel scarier. Like the low rendition of it, I can't explain it. Like the Nun Massacre still scares me. What's the other one called? I'm trying to think. I'm gonna look up their game catalog. I'll tell you. I only have 7 Biohazard. Hey, play that, man. Like I can't recommend that one enough. That's the game that reinvented the franchise. Okay. Puppet Combo games. Oh, Murder House. Okay, it's called Murder House. Is that Easter Bunny? Damn glare. Come on. Moida House. That's a good one. I've only ever played Murder House and the Nun Massacre, but they've got all kinds of games. There's what's that one called? Shit. Scary Tales, Sniper Killer, the Booty Creek Cheek Freak. I have never heard of that one. Night Tripper, Christmas Massacre, Stay Out of the House, Spiders, the Power Drill Massacre, the Meat Cleaver Mutilator. I heard the Glass Staircase is really good. It's like kind of like a Dario Argento, like Italian horror inspired game. But yeah, from what I've played, I recommend Puppet Combo. So Google says, just for any of you out there, Puppet Combo is an independent developmental studio by Bendito Kokuza that specializes in PS1 era low poly survival horror, heavily inspired by 1980s B-movie slashers, my favorite, VHS analog tape aesthetics, and exploitation films. Their games deliver incredibly tense, often terrifying cat and mouse gameplay. I like them. Well, I went to a buddy's just to get out for a minute. End up at one of his friend's house for about an hour. And they're buying up 220s and now I'm at the table smoking some crack. And I haven't done any stupid shit like that in 27 years. You had a very early 2010s kind of Charlie Sheen night, didn't you? What's up, Kill Bill? Some of these, going back to Public Combo, some of their games I don't really remember seeing in the PlayStation Store. Unless some of them are just PC exclusive, I don't know. Well, son, don't do it. I will not. Thank you for the advice. Somebody really thinks the Nun Massacre is bad? It's not bad, it's just really hard. Like, really hard. That fucking bitch nun can smell you, from my experience. I definitely want to check out the Glass Staircase. How would you all feel about me streaming me playing the Nun Massacre? Still haven't beat it because, like I said, it's hard as hell, but willing to do it. Fucking nun, dude. Like I said, however they design her AI, she's like a fucking shark, bro. She smells you. I have a feeling the devil and regret will be chasing me later. Well, if you already don't feel regret 24 hours later, I don't know what to tell you. I never beat Murder House either. I got close, but I died. Nun Massacre, I remember dying in the freaking intro, walking up to the old castle house. I couldn't see that well, and I ended up falling off the cliff. But that's like a game I need to do commentary on. But I just got to figure out how to, because for some reason my PlayStation doesn't like to cooperate with me when it comes to streaming my voice over gameplay. So I've just got to figure that out.
Where did everyone go? It's so lonely here.
Looks like my signal's acting up again. I apologize. Messy hair, don't care. Do you very Gary? The only way I could do that was if I was thinking of getting one for myself, but I'm afraid to buy it myself. I'll have to look for one. I don't know what very Gary is. I'm sorry. Very Gary sounds like the opposite of Scary Terry. Like if Scary Terry had like a good twin. Oh, that's my twin, Scary Terry. I'm very Gary, and he's like a Christian. Oh shit. Uh, most recent study in a study published last month in Proceedings on Climate and Nature suggests a. It's very hard to follow what you're saying, bro. I'm sorry. Like you comment like how my brain operates after I first wake up in the morning. Like there's context there, but it's not very fluid. Again, I have no idea what you're talking about, bro. Like I said, you comment like my brain operates when I first wake up in the morning. I mean, whatever floats your boat, bro. I'm not someone who partakes in that, so sorry. Hi, fat man. I mean, hello. What's up? was thinking, what are you talking about? I have to be honest, I think the most interesting part about the new album was the first one. What album? Like, I feel like I'm having a stroke trying to catch up on the topic. What is 56 plus 78? I don't know off the top of my head. What is it? Smart man, don't smoke cigarettes. No, I quit cigarettes. I used to anymore. I don't know, like when I was doing like labor work, there was nothing better than a cigarette break. I can't explain it, but like doing like landscaping, hard labor work that I used to do, man, there's something else about having a cigarette break that just hits. Glad I don't do it anymore though. You're dumb. Well, I mean, how dumb can I be if I at least can spell dumb correctly? Forgot the B. All right, now you're just spamming at this point, Johnny. Sorry. Don't ever say something mean to people either, because you can never take it back. I had a ASB teacher. Yeah, ASB was actually a class when I was in middle school. It wasn't just a club. But really awesome guy. His name was Mr. Chase. And he basically he kind of described physically like what you were saying. So, do I have a piece? Hold on. One second. I'll demonstrate Mr. Chase taught us. I don't have a pen. So basically, Mr. Chase, one day during class, because what ASB basically was like it was different in middle school compared to high school. Because high school is like more of like a social club and an organization thing, but in middle school it was more of like a, I guess you could say it was more of like an ethics class. So like it taught you to just be a better person and don't be a bully. But I don't know, I just won't forget it. Like Mr. Chase one day was giving us a lesson on bullying, and he takes this piece of paper and he said, you can never take words back because you don't understand how it will affect the person. So he basically took this piece of paper, and mind you, this is like 20 years ago, so I'm trying my best to remember, but he basically said like this is like who you insulted. And he crumbled up the piece of paper. And he said, your words have more effect on a person than you realize, because he said you may have hurt the person, and you can uncrumble that piece of paper, but it won't be the same paper it was. See all the wrinkles and lines? Yeah, you may have fixed the paper the best you can, but the damage is still there. It's not the same piece of paper that it was. And I don't know, it was a very nice visual representation that kind of just, I don't know, just it stuck with me long enough to where I'm presenting it to you guys. But yeah, just something to think about. could stay with them a lifetime. Yeah, and that's kind of why I did the paper representation. I mean, that representation stuck with me for a lifetime, that's for sure. It's weird to think because Mr. Chase was like a younger teacher. It's odd to think that now he's like an old man, most likely. Time flies. Whoever he is, I hope he's doing all right. I didn't even realize I had a memo book. I'm a detective, don't you know? Yeah, you're right about that, Bill. I mean, I'm not a perfect person either. I've said things that I shouldn't have said, but I don't know. I at least try to be a decent person, and if I'm playing around, it's a lot different than like if I actually mean something, you know? You know what they say about people that insult others? It says more about them as a person than it does you. And unfortunately, the internet has kind of opened the floodgates to that kind of behavior, but anonymously. That's what I hate about deleting streams that get copyrighted, because I just remembered like something that I said last night. Like, you know, I'm snacking on goldfish, right? And I say, oh, well, eating goldfish, because it reminds me of like watching Hey Arnold growing up. So like every time I eat goldfish, I think of Hey Arnold, and the music is certainly helping that too. But it does. It's a very nostalgic snack that I still eat. Yeah, you can't beat that era of Nickelodeon, honestly. You look like a lesbian again. Hey, look who's actually popping up to the stream. What's up, my guy? How are you feeling today? Are you still doing the imaginary the ghost stroking of the beard? And it's cool because, like, you know, you're a mod. You're an honorary mod. But the only mod that ever comes in here is Machado. But I get it, man. You're busy. I'm not holding it against you. But yeah, like that era of Nickelodeon can't be beat, in my opinion. And I know, like, that sounds like, oh, like I'm being. Of course, I think that because that's what I grew up with. But like, what is even Nickelodeon now? Like, SpongeBob season 97, like. Nothing. I'm getting ready to go live and take all your views, Beach. all two of my views. That's fine. I didn't think you went live on weekends. I thought that was your off days. That's good to know. You doing all right? You didn't answer my question. Like, are you still doing the stroking the ghost beard? But yeah, that era of Nickelodeon can't be beat, and that's why I say when I eat goldfish, it just kind of brings me back to that time, because that was always my go-to snack. It was nice. And then I had Nickelodeon VHS tapes that were orange, So I had Good Burger. It was an orange. Like that's how you knew it was like a Nickelodeon tape. Was that it was orange. Usually, but we're gonna play Pop Cultural Jeopardy when my son sleeps in the background. That sounds neat. I wish I wasn't live. I would participate. I'm pretty good at pop culture knowledge, I guess you could say. But orange, and I have them in storage somewhere. But orange VHS tapes, and one of them I had like a two-parter Rugrats episode, and like the beginning of the VHS tape, it would like promote like shows and movies, but it played like the theme from Happy Days, like these days are all share them with me, oh happy days. It would show like Flubber, and it'd show like all these cartoons. But like I do enjoy the sitcom Happy Days, but that theme song will always remind me of like the Nickelodeon VHS tapes. And I had the two-parter Rugrats episodes. One was the one at Susie's sleepover, where like they read the book about monsters, and they think that the house is like haunted by the Ooh More or whatever. Don't disappoint your two viewers. Stay alive. I hope I don't die during my stream. But it was that episode, and it was the one where Angelica sleeps over with Chucky and Tommy and Phil and Lil because like the adults are having like a Halloween party downstairs. Bob's a creep. Well, if he is or not, he certainly looks like it now without his beard, right? No, I'm just kidding, man. I'm sorry. We love you, Bob. But yeah, like that episode is interesting because you had that weirdo that dressed up as like the New Year's baby, and he'd go around telling people to pull his finger. And he ended up getting locked in the bathroom, and Angelica like opens the door, and he's like, "Pull my finger!" She like screams like her life is in jeopardy or some shit. It's fucking hilarious. And then like Drew and Stu are like having a debate who the king of the jungle is, and Drew's like, "It's obviously King Kong." I mean, no. He said it's obviously Tarzan, and Drew's like, "No, King Kong is the king of the jungle." And then like Stu ends up getting arrested because he tries breaking into his own house because he gets locked out. It's crazy, man. Like, but what a classic cartoon. But like, what a weird thing. Like, okay, this fucking adult baby gets locked in the bathroom, and the first thing he says when Angelica opens the door is, "Pull my finger." Where y'all? Oh no, you really hurt my feelings. Whatever will I do? You're lesbian. Why do you troll me, Bob? I love you. What's wrong with lesbians? Nothing, I think. Yeah. Let me see if I can find at least. I don't even be right. I need to show you guys the clip of the pull my finger bullshit. I found it. Oh, poor Angelica, dude. Can y'all see good? That is like the most high-pitched scream I've ever heard. Kind of like when Helga like finds out in Hey Arnold when she finds out her mom is like burning her poetry collection, that like she screams. Uh, hold on. Bob needs a beard wig. That's not a bad idea. Did not mean to play that instantly. Oh yeah, like okay. Speaking of Hey Arnold, there was an episode where Helga, like she becomes like this like model attitude it girl, and like it's the it girl. So Helga like becomes like this model of like attitude or whatever, and she gets obviously popular from it, and everyone wants to be the it girl. So everyone like draws in like a unibrow, and they make their hair look like Helga, and they wear like the pink bow in the hair. And then she goes and walks in the principal's office. Remember Principal Warts, that weirdo? She walks into the principal's office, and he's like admonishing himself in like a mirror and like looking at himself all like seductively and like and he's dressed as Helga, the it girl, and she does this scream that I think like echoes throughout the whole school basically. Yeah, that's what that reminds me of. Bob looks like Mr. Burns. But isn't the whole joke with Mr. Burns is that he's like disgustingly anorexically skinny? Sorry, I mean I'm fat too, but I'm just saying like excellent. Speaking of nostalgia things, The Simpsons had a really cool line of toys that came out in the early 2000s where like it'd be like part of a set, and like you would like place different Simpsons characters in the set. It's like you'd have the courthouse, you'd have the judge, and like they had like little markers where you'd put like the different Simpsons action figures, or like Moe's Tavern, and you'd like put the different ones there. It was really cool. Like I still have a few of mine somewhere, but I had what I believe was Moe's Tavern and the courthouse, the two I mentioned, but there were other ones like the police station. There was like obviously the Simpsons living room. Really cool line of figures. Ugh. But I didn't say he looked like Mr. Burns. I said he looks like one of the twin mutant babies from Nothing But Trouble. A horror comedy that I actually love. But yeah, going back to the drawing board, Nickelodeon VHS tapes. Can't beat that era. I don't know why, like, the 2 episodes of Rugrats I had on that one VHS tape were, like, scary. Like, the Ooh Ooh More Monster and the Halloween Party. Empathetic Veteran, what's up? Hey, bro. What are you up to this Saturday? Yeah, I have my VHS tape somewhere. I gotta. I just moved here, so I gotta like figure out where I'm gonna put things and posters and all that good stuff. But who knows? Maybe I'll make a live stream where I'll show off my collection. I'll be your YouTube Ariel. Look at this stuff. Isn't it neat? Wouldn't you think my collection's complete? Wouldn't you think I'm the dyke? The dyke who has everything. Yes, I said dyke because apparently I look like a lesbian. People still have VHS? Yes, they do. I still have VHS. I still have VHS tapes of the things I grew up with. And you know what? I have an old TV that I've actually thought about like just popping in an old VHS and watching for the hell of it, just for that quality. A very interesting quality. But yeah, I had Good Burger on VHS. That was orange. My Rugrats tape was orange. Oh, okay. I had the Rugrats Go to Vegas on VHS. That was orange. All of the Nickelodeon VHS tapes were orange. I threw away hundreds of VHS tapes years ago. Oh, you should have donated to me, brother. I'll take good care of them. Yeah, that era's over. Even the era of Blu-ray is over. Everything is like 4K now, or just streaming. But I always say physical media is very important, especially in this day and age of censorship and streaming, where you can't always watch what you want to watch on demand. They make it seem like you do, but you can't. But yeah, that's why I promote physical media. Oh, this movie's on Netflix? No problem. Let me go on my DVD collection. Ah, here we go. Everything's digital, you're right. And that kind of leads to the theory that everything is going to end up like Ready Player One. We're just all going to live in this digital world. Like the outside world has gotten so bad. We just put on these goggles and we walk on a treadmill, and that's our life. All you got to do is eat and sleep and use the bathroom. But other than that, you live your entire existence in the digital world. Which is so it's cool, but it's like dystopian, because it's like life would get so bad, people would want to just exist in this metaverse, I guess you could say. But at the same time, we're already kind of like experiencing that in a smaller way with social media, our phones, our TVs, our games. So we're already like halfway there, I guess. Never really thought of it that deep. It's true. Oh, heard another firework. What holiday is it today? So stupid. But yeah, it's a reason why another reason why I'm so nostalgic for a lot of things. It's like I kind of miss the world I was born into. I mean, don't we all? But like, I don't know. It's like that saying, you were raised in a world that no longer exists. So like the world I was raised in and taught things is not the same world that we have today. And that's kind of why like people like me are so baited by nostalgia and just reminisce about a slower era of time. Uh, Example, Twilight Zone. Okay, one of the an early episode of the Twilight Zone. It's probably one of my favorites. It really hits you as you get older. Is God, what's it called? I can't remember the name of it, but there's this guy. He lives in New York City, but he's from like a small town, and mind you, he's an adult in like the early 1960s. So he grew up in like the 1930s. Like that's nostalgic for him. And he just one day he got tired of living his fast-paced existence, and he wanted to go home again, and he wanted to go back to a familiar place. Well, to him, the familiar place was the town he grew up in. So he goes on a trip there, but his car needs maintenance. And he goes to this gas station that's like on the outskirts of the town he grew up in. And he asked the gas station attendant, like, oh, how far is this town from here? He's like, oh, that's the name of the episode. Walking Distance. Walking Distance, Twilight Zones, season 1. And I literally just remembered the title because of what the guy said to him. He said, oh, it's walking distance from here. Not a mile. Just go up that road. So he goes on a walk and he goes to his old town. Well, little does he know, at first he goes to his childhood town, but he time travels. And he time travels to when he was like 10 or 12 or something like that, to his old hometown. And it's a really, I'm not going to give away everything, but it's a really, really profound episode. It just shows like what a genius Rod Serling was. Very, very good writing and acting. And it's one of those episodes where it's timeless in the fact that it's something we all can relate to. It's something we all, at one point as we get older, like try to revisit. Like, let me go back to my hometown. Let me go and just reminisce. But in his case, he goes back in time to when he was a kid, and he meets his dad, and there's an emotional scene there, and I can't recommend it enough, honestly. It's probably one of the greatest Twilight Zone episodes ever, and there's a lot of good ones. Like, it's most likely my favorite television show of all time, hands down. But to drive back the point I was making, it's like we all kind of crave a sense of familiarity. We all crave a sense of knowing what we thought was right. Like, it's almost like having like a comfort blanket or something to hold on to that feels familiar. And I think that episode is timeless in the fact that it really drives home that point. It's a very long and drawn out point going back. It's like people just live for nostalgia because things change in what we believe to be the worst. And I don't know. I think us as people just miss that. Like, humanity obviously is like obviously in charge of the progress of culture and technology, but it doesn't mean we weren't living better when we had less. Or at least I think so. I miss the days where, like, on Friday nights, as a treat, I would go to Blockbuster and pick out a Nintendo 64 game to rent and like a movie. Like, instead of just clicking on like the internet and watching whatever, like everything felt more like an event. Like, you went out to places to do things. And I don't know, I just missed that. Game Boys, VHS, and no cell phones. Yep. Or if you did have a cell phone, it was not for this. I remember my dad was one of the only people I knew at the time that had a pager. Not one of the only people. There were a few, but the one's closest to me. He's the one that had a he had a pager. What's up, Jack? How you doing today? We're just chilling here, kind of on the topic of nostalgia. I haven't even really eaten anything today. I don't know why I'm so like. But yeah, to drive that point, I think socially humans are just drawn to nostalgia for the fact that it just reminds them of a time where things felt a little slower, things felt a little easier, especially if you were a kid. Like I'll never forget. I went to preschool and we had a graduation. Mind you, our graduation was the year 2000. So, like a lot of high school people at the time were doing like a big deal about, oh, class of 2000. Well, us as little preschoolers, we had our own version of that. And I took pictures with my cap and gown. It was all gold, and I had like a scroll in my hand. I still have the pictures somewhere, but technically we were class of 2000 as well. And it was really cute, and it was a good memory I have. Crazy to think that was like 26 years ago. Yep. So, at least in preschool terms, I'm still class of 2000. And I turned 30 this year. Not looking forward to that. Maybe I'll make my own Twilight Zone episode, Walking Distance. What do y'all think? Wish I turned 30 this year. I'm assuming you're a little bit older than me. I don't know. If you're older, I'll trade you. I mean, if you're younger, I'll trade you. But if you're older, I turned 30, born in 1996. When did you turn 30, D-Rolla? Sorry, I'm just checking my stream. I'm still pixelated? Jesus H. Christ. Sorry about that. 8 years ago. Okay. Yeah, in my can you not? It's not a solo agent stream. My phone doesn't fall flat in its face, right? What was I about to say? Oh yeah, I made a video about turning 30, so I kind of harp over the idea about having like a quarter life crisis and this and that. Like give or take 5 years from now, I'm technically going to be middle aged. Not liking that fact. Oh, excuse me. 8 years ago. Well, you know what? Pretty soon I'm going to be catching up to you, D-Rolla. Sooner rather than later. So I'm assuming you were born in 88, 88, 89? No. Sorry, I'm just battling my own thoughts right now. Because I was going to say, you were born when the Texas Chainsaw Massacre 3 came out. But Texas Chainsaw Massacre 3 came out 89, 90? I mean, maybe you were if you were born in 89. I don't know. 88. Okay. About a year. You're about a year old when Texas Chainsaw 3 came out then? What famous movies did come out in 88? I'm trying to think. Let me look, actually. What's crazy is I was born the year that Mario 64 came out. And I'm technically a year or two younger than the GoldenEye game. Oh, that's an ugly thought. Let's see what movies came out in 88. 88? Yeah. Movies from 1988. Pledge Night, Friday the 13th, The New Blood. Okay, the Psychic Friday the 13th movie. Basically, Matilda meets Jason Voorhees. Speaking of Matilda, I was born the year that movie came out. Edge of the Axe, Cocktail with Tom Cruise, High Spirits, Slaughterhouse, The Vanishing, Frantic, Two Moon Junction, Clean and Sober, David, Watchers. Okay. I'm trying to think when The Fly came out. That was 86, 7? 6, 7. But I know Texas Chainsaw 2 came out in 86. I might be confusing the two. Yeah. So you D-Roller were born the year that Friday the 13th, The New Blood came out. Now let's look at 1996 movies. '96, the movie Riders, Ed Harris and Amy Madigan. Homecoming, A Time to Kill, that's a good one. Primal Fear, Ghosts of Mississippi, Eye for an Eye, Michael Collins, Titanic. Um, I thought Titanic was 97. Oh no, this is probably a different Titanic. Executive Decision. Okay. Or I was born the year Hellraiser Bloodline came out. The Craft, great film. Curdled. Oh, okay. I was also born the year Mars Attacks came out. One of my favorite Tim Burton movies besides Ed Wood and Beetlejuice. Suburbia. I haven't seen that one. Yeah, a lot of good movies that came out the years we were born, right? And Bill Clinton was still president. I could do a better impression. My voice is shot. Speaking of which, I remember it was Bill Clinton's second term, and I was in preschool. And you know how in like preschool, elementary school classes, they always had like history and stuff like on the walls, like, did you know this and ABCs and all that? Well, right under the Pledge of Allegiance, written on an American flag, we had a picture of Bill Clinton in like really juvie writing, like, our president, Bill Clinton. So like I'll never forget, like, my preschool class literally had a picture of Bill Clinton looking at us all day. It was his stereotypical, like, a picture. What a time. It was like his last year in office. 2000, yeah. It was like his last year in office, too. And even after all the whole scandal with Monica Lewinsky, my preschool teacher thought it was a good idea to have his face on our wall. I mean, I guess it's educational. Not like we knew any difference. Wait a minute. Okay, because now you got me thinking. All right, so what? Okay, the New Blood Friday the 13th came out in '88, and Jason Takes Manhattan was the next movie. Was that '89 or '90? Google to the rescue. Jason Takes 89. Okay, damn, they spit that movie out fast then. I still like it, even though it's mostly takes place on a boat. My again, a little mini me. My nephew loves, because I introduced it to him, the theme song to Jason Takes Manhattan, "The Darkest Side of the Night." Like, he used to actually ask me to play that song so he could jump on the couches and dance to it. It is a catchy song. The darkest side of the night. Wish I could play it without getting copyright striked. Very synth rock. Has that hangover from the 80s. I guess it's still technically 80s, even if it's at the tail end. Thank you to all the new subscribers. I appreciate it. It's because of viewers like you that channels like me keep going. So Land Before Time and Who Framed Roger Rabbit were. Yeah, they were actually. I don't know why they didn't pop up on my Google search, but yes, they were. Excellent, excellent films, by the way. I met the guy who voiced Roger Rabbit. Very, very weird dude. I mean, you have to be a little weird to voice Roger Rabbit, right? And that's funny, D-Rollum. My nephew loves Land Before Time, and he's only like 4 years old, but he'll watch the show. The show is really good. I didn't watch the show because it came out in like the late 2000s, but it's actually like really good. It's got a great theme song. It just great plots. Like it has the same spirit of the old films. Like it's really good. Like if I had to compare the theme song to the Land Before Time show, it sounds a lot like early Pokemon. It's a whole new world we live in. Do 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 do. Pokemon Johto. Like it has like that same feel to it, and it's nice, and it actually has really intriguing plots, and it's very well written. I have nothing but good things to say. Wasn't Jaws the Revenge from 88 or 87? Hold on. Don't let me down, Google. '87, okay. Yeah, that's right. Because Land Before Time was post-mortem credit for Ducky, unfortunately. The little girl who played Ducky unfortunately passed away because her father was a piece of shit and decided to commit famicide. So her last two films were Land Before Time and Jaws the Revenge. She played Michael Brody's daughter. To harp on your point, Land Before Time is fucking fire. Man. Steven Spielberg really like had such a great impact in the film industry. Like I still consider Jaws my favorite film of all time. And a lot of people like to debate on that. A lot of people like to argue that, but I'm still sticking with my guns. Excuse me. But yeah, he did Land Before Time as well. At least the first two films. I don't know about all the millions of sequels and all that, and definitely not the show. I don't think. I could be wrong. I don't know. But yeah, Land Before Time is very goated. Very like tragic, but also like funny, witty, and just great animation. They don't make them like they used to. Yeah, it's very sad what happened to the actress that played Ducky. And she was like so little when she passed away. It's a terrible, terrible situation. But yeah, and you know what? Land Before Time also came out at a very, like, no pun intended, but a very good time when the breakthrough of like dinosaur themed movies was really popular because Land Before Time came out a few years after. The Jurassic Park franchise like boosted the whole interest in dinosaur movies and all of its sequels. I just remember growing up in like the 90s and early 2000s, and like dinosaurs were huge, like huge. And I think that's all thanks to movies like Land Before Time and Jurassic Park. Kind of like sparked that interest. Like when I think of the 90s, I honestly like really think of like dinosaurs. It's hard to explain, but like dinosaurs were very prevalent in children's media at the time. And I have a love and an interest in prehistoric dinosaurs and all that, so it stuck very well with me. And I remember going to Chuck E. Cheese as a kid, and they had the Jurassic Park arcade game, and it was scary as hell. Like it was dark, and like you were in the rain shooting all these like velociraptors and shit. Like it was a scary game, and like the thing about the arcade game was like it was enclosed, so like it was like you had the big TV screen, you had to like walk into like a little pod, and they had curtains to block out the light, and like they made it a whole ass experience. And I never beat it, obviously, because I was too little, me and my sister. But yeah, the Jurassic Park game was pretty intense. It was good though. But yeah, dinosaurs as a special interest really like was big in the 90s, and I think that has a lot to do with the influence of Land Before Time and Jurassic Park, if you had to ask me personally. But hold on, I'll be right back. I'm back. Ugh. Oh, how did you know? Deep cup, whatever. How did you know? I mean, I guess I could understand the comparison to Jonah Hill, but other than being like fat, I don't think we look the same. It's kind of like calling me John Belushi. I look nothing like him, but I'm fat. What's up, everyone? Y'all having a good Saturday night? I'm just chilling. Talking about nostalgic things. Ugh, excuse me. You know what's funny, D-Roll, is I always, like, looking back at your comment, I always forget that Roger Rabbit was technically an 80s movie. Because you had Christopher Lloyd as the villain, fresh off of Back to the Future. But it was a pretty groundbreaking movie at the time, mixing in, like, the animation style with the live action. You know, that reminds me. What year did the Super Mario Brothers movie come out? Because it had that one actor playing as Mario. Oh, excuse me, Mario. What was his name? Oh, Bob Hoskins. That's who it was. Oh, 1993. I don't know why I thought it was a little bit earlier than that. Yeah, Bob Hoskins, John Leguizamo, Dennis Hopper. You know what's funny is that Dennis Hopper, okay, so Dennis Hopper did the Super Mario Brothers movie, and Dennis Hopper did Waterworld. But for some reason, he considers the Texas Chainsaw Massacre Part 2 the worst movie he's ever done. Like, please. like I literally like Super Mario Brothers movie and Waterworld are way worse than Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2, in my opinion. And you know what? I think Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2 is a very good sequel. Yeah, like tonally it feels different because the first one feels like a gritty nightmare on film. But it works perfect as a double feature. So you have the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre as this like gritty, brutal, raw, um, documentary style movie, and then you have part two, and like it kind of uplifts it a little bit, cranks up the Zanny, and it makes everything crazier. And they highlight more of the comedy aspect, but it's a pretty good sequel. And I don't think it, but I actually have a T-shirt that says Part Two was better. Speaking of Texas Chainsaw, uh, but you know what? I actually know of people that um, enjoy Part Two more than they do Part One. My ex, for instance, likes Part One more than Part Two. So you know, it all kind of just like they mesh very well together, and yeah, for him to say that uh, that was the worst movie he ever did, like he's dead now, obviously, but I think he needs to re-examine his movie career because I certainly think that the Super Mario Brothers movie and Waterworld are way worse than Texas Chainsaw Massacre Part 2. And honestly, I don't even think Texas Chainsaw Massacre Part 2 is a bad film at all. Then again, that's just me, so I don't know. But for him to say that, that's kind of crazy. Like, okay, that's the worst movie you've done. Mind you, he said this in the later half of his life, so like right before he died. So he really believes that. Rest in peace, Dennis Hopper. Just scrolling through and stopping by to say hello, and I hope you have an amazing day, love. Well, thank you so much, Pagan. I appreciate it. It's the reason that channels like me keep going is because of viewers like you. So thank you for the love and support. I appreciate it. A lot of people suck. Just keep your head up. I do. I try to be chill. It's funny that you said that because a lot of people start off like trolls, but then they end up actually being subscribers of the channel. Yeah, I appreciate that, pagan mama. Pagan mama. If you see something, say something. I read most comments. What's my battery at? Okay, I'm still good. The thing about live is that it sucks the soul out of your battery. I started this live stream at 100, and now I'm like a little over half. So just changing the music. If YouTube cooperates. Oh, okay. I just got reminded looking at my search history. I was viewing some very interesting. So if you guys aren't aware, the Church of Scientology, they're becoming more social media aware because they know the the negative attention they're getting, so they're trying to like cover that. And recently, they've been doing a lot of raids and this and that or whatever. But it's just funny how cringe and out of touch their social media actually is, because it's, you know what, and they do believe this. They're like it's like aliens pretending to be humans experimenting with social media. Let me give you an example. It's bad. Give me a second here. You're about to see. It's like so cringe. It's like, hey guys, blah, 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 blah.
One thing you should know about Dianetics and Scientology that we read a lot in this religion. Okay, we like to understand our practices. We think that the best way to learn about Dianetics and Scientology is to read about it.
God damn it.
The one thing you should know about Dianetics and Scientology is that we read a lot in this religion.
Hold
Okay,
on.
we like to understand our practices. We think that the best way to learn about Dianetics and Scientology is to read about it. The one thing you should know about Dianetics and Scientology is that we read a lot in this religion. Okay, we like to
Look at those
understand our
eyes, dude.
practices. We think that the best way to learn about Dianetics and Scientology is to read about it. The one thing you should know about Dianetics and Scientology is that we read a lot in this religion. Okay, we
It's
like
not
to
a
understand
religion.
Our practices. We think that the best way to learn about Dianetics and Scientology is to read about it.
And like they literally have like it's I'm not trying to promote it obviously, but they have this whole channel where they dedicate like the younger influencer types to like basically brainwash people into joining their cult.
Scientology explained in 60 seconds. Scientology is a religion founded by L. Ron Hubbard, American philosopher, most published and translated author of all time. Before Scientology, he wrote this book, Dianetics. It's in 52 languages.
These poor people, man. They literally don't know what they've gotten into.
Today I'm going to take you inside Scientology and show you how an e-meter works. Holding these keys.
Pseudoscience.
Creates a circuit. I can influence how the meter registers anything by mechanically causing it. Like that. Or lightening my grip. But now if I have a thought and I'm not moving, it'll register what I'm looking at. So if I put the can down, I break the circuit.
Yeah, because it goes based off of what you're holding.
So I'm going to try and get myself on the dial. Notice I won't actually register anymore. Just flips all the way over and flips back. I broke the circuit. Okay, good. So now I've created a connection again. Now what happens if I give this can right here, my right, to another person? Okay, so I'm giving it to another person. So we're both holding it. So it should theoretically create this circuit.
It's literally pseudoscience. It's not based off of anything legitimate.
One mind to complete the
But they
circuit.
use this to promote their religion.
Now I'm back on the dial. Just my mind. One. Today I'm going to take you inside Scientology and
But what they do is they use like these younger people to like promote their cult, to try to make it like, oh, like we're hip and we're in the know of everything. But then you have videos like these that obviously exposes them for what they are.
5 courses that you need to do in Scientology. No. No. Thank you. You're welcome. Success through communication.
Like that's not even funny.
How to achieve self-confidence. Knowing who you can trust. Overcoming ups and downs in life. And how to improve relationships with others. 5 courses that you need to do in Scientology.
And yeah, it just goes on, and it's
All right, things to do in Minnesota, visit Scientology. Okay, good. So we're just down from the Capitol, which is in St. Paul, Minnesota. To our right over here is the Fitzgerald Theater. Right behind me is the Skyway to History Theater. And we're on the corner of Exchange and Lava Shop. Anyone is welcome to come in anytime, take a tour, talk to one of our staff.
that's
including
not
me.
true.
All right, good. So you come in, you just go to reception right here. You tell our receptionist that you want to take a tour, or you want to see somebody specific, or you're interested in a specific thing, or help yourself to the cafe, okay? Behind me is our public information center where we can give you a tour anytime. Of all the books you've heard about, they're all in our bookstore, okay? But I dare you, come in, listen to L. Ron Hubbard's voice. You won't be disappointed. So come on in and say hi to Troy and I, right, Troy?
That's right, brother.
All right, buddy. And things to do.
It's so cringe, and it's so like forced and ugly.
What do volcanoes mean in Scientology? Well,
Okay, I'm gonna pause you, man. What volcanoes mean in Scientology is basically the essence of their spirit. So what these cult people believe in is they believe that a long time ago, they basically like they were aliens to Earth, and Xenu, the evil overlord god, and this is what they believe in. They dropped them into a volcano, and the volcano erupted their spirits, and their spirits are lost souls that attach to humans. So whatever this guy, this huckster is selling to you, I don't know what he says in this video, but that's the basis of why there's a volcano. So let's go ahead and watch.
What do volcanoes mean in Scientology? Well, Scientology doesn't really talk about volcanoes, but
Yeah, they
there's a
do.
volcano on the cover of this Dianetics book. Okay, and what does it mean? Really nothing. It's an explosive discovery. Dianetics, solution for all your problems. Right there. What do you...
Obviously a lie, because Scientology, literally, the higher up you go, the more they expose you to the truth. So the whole volcano thing is because apparently we were alien bodies with a soul that got dropped off in a volcano from the evil overlord Xenu, and our spirits came out and they needed a vessel, they needed a home. So the spirits went to human bodies, and that is essentially what Scientologists believe when it comes to the volcano. So obviously this huckster is lying
Did
about
you know
everything.
that Scientology spreads awareness and advocates for human rights? I'll read you two. Article 20.
That's hilarious, because you guys literally traffic people. But yeah, like this channel, it has all their garbage bullshit. Basically just hucksters trying to like fit in with the TikTok crowd and promote their religion.
3 things you need to know about Scientology. Number 1, we welcome all religions. Yes, I said it right.
No.
Welcome all religions. Number 2, you do believe in God. We don't tell you which one to believe in. We leave it up to you.
Yeah, you
But
do.
number 3, Scientology was created and founded by L. Ron Hubbard, was published.
And that's the thing, is like they say that, but they're like, they say they're inclusive, and they say like, oh, we respect and love all creeds and races and religion. And what they basically do is they lie. So they open the door to that, and then they basically fool you by completely adverting everything you believe in and think of to join their cult. So these are basically salesmen, I guess you could say.
Oh! What's good, big dog? How we doing? You ready to rock? Let's do this.
Look at those dead eyes, dude.
That's an Eve eater. That's L. Ron Hubbard's office. That's a Dianetics book. That's an organizing board. That's a muffin. This
Oh,
is
you're
my
so
elevator.
funny. It's just, it's endless trash.
Hey, are you a real life Scientologist?
Yeah.
And can I come in? Or?
Yeah, of course. Follow me, man.
Have you got anything for free I can do?
Yeah, look, let me show you. We've got an online TV channel which you can get access to with this QR code, and you will learn lots more about Scientology and what we do. There's also a free personality test which you can do to find out your strengths and weaknesses.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
What's over here?
Let me show you, man. We've got loads of books about Dianetics, which is the science of the mind, and we've also got Scientology books, which is more about the spirit.
Oh, you've got it in different languages.
Yeah, it's actually
Like, it's
52
literally
languages,
just
these
like
books.
it's promoting garbage. It's all bad and badly acted. The load.
Oh, hey. Yeah, I want to tour the Church of Scientology. A spin move. Can I get a tour? Fake out. Hey, I want to tour here. Geek move.
You know what this is? It's like the cool teacher trying to relate to kids. It's so forced and ugly.
Oh, Church of Scientology. I'll see you. Catch me here. So you guys work here like 7 days a week. That's cool. Okay, cool. I'll see ya. You guys seen this TikTok trend? People infiltrating Scientology. I'm out of here.
Yeah, no shit.
Secrets of Scientology, no one wants you to know. 1, we're open 7 days a week. 2, we do free tours all the time.
It's unfortunate.
3, you can schedule online or just walk in. 4, everyone's welcome here, including Packers fans. 5, whatever you decide to do here or not, that's your choice. The mysteries of Scientology are in our materials. Anyone can read them. Secrets of Scientology no one wants you to know. 1,
Yeah, I'm pretty much done. I'm pretty much done. But yeah, we just went down that rabbit hole of all things. But yeah, like if you're a free will thinking person, don't join Scientology. Just don't do it. It's human slavery that disguises itself as a church. I think that mentally wore me out watching those stupid videos. Do-do-do. What's up, John Cena? Oh, God damn it. I don't have a tripod, so get used to that. Is that why you call me John Cena? Because you can't see me? Well, I'm back. John Cena. A wrestler I've seen perform live many a times. Plenty of times. Speaking of which, the last wrestling event I went to was WrestleMania 41. And it was technically John Cena's retirement match, but it was so bad and so effortless. It's like I understand he was trying to be a heel, but like, come on, dude, put more effort in that. Where are you at, sir? The Twilight Zone. Damn, I'm still pixelated and blurry. That sucks. Sorry, I was checking my stream. But yeah, that was my last live wrestling event. I went to WrestleMania 41. Kind of a bad main event, but it was so bad because my dad is a casual viewer. It was so bad because I went with my dad. He literally like said, "Man, that main event was boring." Like the main event from the night previous obviously was the highlight with Cena, Reigns, and not Cena, Reigns, Punk, and Rollins. That was more of the highlight for that weekend. Do-do, 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 do-do. I'm genuinely curious though, because I get copyright striked all the time. I don't know if anything I've shown you is copyrighted tonight, so I guess we'll see. Because I really want to show you guys the EDP, the Zoom troll. I don't know. I don't think it's copyright. Fuck it. Let's watch that. Like, this genuinely makes me laugh. Like, it's like the modern day version of crank calling. Sorry. Like this shit is genuinely hilarious to me. The veteran.
I don't really sugarcoat stuff, so I can be blunt. She's definitely not responding to this. So texted her last night. How's it going? I didn't hear from her, and
you can
I was
sit
gonna
back
break up.
and shut on motherfuckers. You can sit back and take your fucking. You feel me? And shove that shit in the National Football League's motherfuckers' mouths. You feel me? And they will still pick this motherfucker.
I forgot to do the host.
All right, just so whatever the fuck you want to call yourself these days, you feel me? Just I'm getting so sick and fucking tired of seeing these fucking women walking. You know what? Let me fucking rephrase that, okay? Because there's a fucking difference between goddamn women and girls. Big fucking difference, okay? They like to walk around here and prance their fucking titties up. You feel me? Be a big motherfucking comment.
Could someone
I'm in the room. You have host. Delete him.
on the count of three, everybody say goodbye, Brian. My heart from inside has never learned nothing from you.
Get the out of here, bitch! Oh! You like that? Take you and that college-orientated shit and that shotgun shit the out of Philly. I just got the news.
I need cameras and I need speaking. I'm doing this because this is how I run my group. I have to see your face. I have to know that you're a real person.
Shut the fuck up. You know, motherfucking like motherfucker. It's like,
Yeah, you
bitch.
shut the fuck up and get out of my meeting.
Listen, real here. And you know, motherfucking well, I wouldn't have stood a goddamn chance in hell. You know what I mean? So that's what the fuck I mean, man. I mean, you know.
Hello?
Yeah, sorry. Hold on. I'm just reporting this person. Okay.
All right,
You guys-
so a couple weeks ago, I shot the fucking dog that lives across the way. Little barking ass motherfucker was on top of the goddamn balcony. He wouldn't shut the fuck up. You feel me? And I dropped my nigga. I had to put him in the fucking can. You feel me?
All of you have given me like a large like boost of confidence. Like you have no idea. So thank you so much.
Those videos always give me a laugh. But I don't know, guys. I'm thinking about signing out from this kind of live. If y'all want to check me out doing hold on. That was loud. Is this it? Is this it? You know what, guys? Thank you. Thank you so much for subscribing and viewing and liking. Such a good feeling. Such a good feeling. A very good feeling. A feeling you know that I'll be back when the day is new. And I'll have more ideas for you. And you'll have things you'll want to talk about. I will too. Thank you guys so much for subscribing and liking, hanging out. In a little bit, if you want to check out my live stream of my gaming, that would help me a lot. And basically, thank you guys so much for being subscribers and viewers. It's because it's channels like mine because of viewers like you. So thank you so much. And peace out.